Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be doing a book review on Atomic Habits, Chapter 1. The book says habits are the compound interest of self improvement or self advancement. And the book highlights that tiny habits make a massive difference over time. Most people think that it's the big things that we do that will get us results right away, whereas it's actually us becoming 1% better every single day, which equates to being 37 times better after 1 year passes of being consistent. Think of any skill and where people start. Think of Giga Chad starting his business. He types on his computer for 5 minutes a day. He doesn't do a whole lot. He does a little bit more every single day. Think about this guy right here who lost all the weight. He ate less and less every single day. He didn't starve himself like one day and then forever do that and not eat for like 4 days because that would not make him happy. He looks pretty happy in this picture. How did Eddie Hall lift the 500 kilo deadlift? He added just a little bit more weight every single time on the bar. How did this woman learn to dance so well in the Olympics? Well, and ice skate. She probably practiced for just 5 minutes a day. It's the tiny habits that we do that make us who we are when we become successful. They don't become a master overnight or by some big change that they make in their life. It happens slowly. But here's the caveat. Also, tiny bad habits can also compound. One healthy meal isn't going to make a difference right now. Procrastinating on a project won't be a huge deal right now. I'll just get it done tomorrow, right? One day of not brushing your teeth won't make a difference. One day of missing the gym doesn't change a whole lot. If I skip tidying my room today, it's not a big deal. I can always do it tomorrow. But you're training your brain and you're creating a habit to let these bad habits slide. And over time, you're going to let them slide more and more. Your outcomes are a lagging measure of your habits. This is your outcomes, and this is your habits, right? It does not go like this, like people think. Your results go more like this. Calculate what every tiny choice you make in a day will turn you into. Make a list. Actually, write this down right now, guys. Better identity or worse identity? Are you doing things like wasting time on social media, mindlessly scrolling, being on YouTube, video games, time alone, not even thinking? Or are you doing habits that turn you into a better identity, like tidying up your house just a little bit more each day, putting just a little bit more weight on the bench when you go to work out, reading or writing just a little bit more to organize your thoughts better, or initiating a bit more time to spend with friends maybe? If your list isn't that good right now that you just made, just change one habit at a time. There's no need to stress out and be like, I have to change everything. Like, just do it one at a time, and it's going to be more relaxing. It doesn't matter how successful or unsuccessful you are right now, just what direction you're headed. It's about the future. It's not about right now. Do what you need to do. Breaking the dam. You know how a dam just stays there with water pressurized against it for years and years and years? The water's pushing to get through, but it never does until one day the dam breaks and all the results come flooding through. This is how the plateau of latent potential works. It's the phase where you're putting in the hard work and all the habits, maybe exercising, but you're not seeing results. You're like, man, screw this. Like, I'm working so hard in the gym, I'm not seeing any results. Why? It's because you're in the valley of disappointment. And most people quit right before they get out of the valley of disappointment. They quit right before they hit the results. They were going to get the results if they would have just kept going a little bit longer, but they didn't. They gave up because they're not seeing any results. And it's really hard because results are the greatest source of motivation. There's no greater motivation than results. That's why the J curve just gets higher and higher and higher. We're starting to see results. It's motivating us more. We do 1%, 2%, maybe even 5% better every single day. We just get more and more results the more motivated we are. But you have to get past this valley of disappointment. You have to. Goals versus systems. The book emphasizes that we need to be focusing on our systems to achieve the goal rather than the goal itself. It may be fun to fantasize, and obviously visualization of you achieving your goal is a good thing, but that's also part of a system, is like using your mind to visualize. But we don't focus on the goal. We focus on the systems we need to achieve those goals. Goals are good for setting direction, but the systems are the best for making progress. And think about it, winners and losers, they both have the same goal. But the difference isn't the goal, otherwise they both would have achieved it. It's the systems that they use to get to that goal. One person had good systems, the winner. One person had bad systems, the loser. Next, achieving a goal is only a momentary change. So think about a woman who's fat and she just lost a whole ton of weight, but she starved herself in the process. The system was just not very fun. But she was so dedicated to achieve her goal. She was so focused on the goal. She was willing to do it anyway. Once she achieved her goal, however, she just fell back into her old ways. Why was that? It's because the system wasn't enjoyable. We need to focus on our systems, not the goal. If we put everything into the goal, that's just fixing the symptom, not the root cause of our problems. And just like the fat lady, we'll be reluctant to fall back into who we were before and after we achieve the goal. So we want to fix our inputs, not our outputs. And goals restrict happiness. People say, once I reach my goal, I'll be happy. Once I get $1 million, I'll be happy. Once I make 10K a month, then I'll be happy. You need to think about the process you're going to take to get to 10K a month. Is it something that's going to take up your time and make you labor all day long and make you miss out on beautiful experiences like these? This woman running up a mountain, taking away from your time to just have fun, taking away time from your family, taking away time from your friends and your relationships. Yeah, sure, you're going to get that big spike of money eventually later down in your life. But if you're old and you're looking back on that, you're going to think, I should have, I should have spent more time with the people that I love. I should have spent more time going out and having fun just to balance my life out a bit more. Optimizing your systems to make them fun will make your life more fun. So fall in love with the process and not the product. And if you can't change your habits, it's not you that's the problem. It's your systems that are the problem. Okay. The book says you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. If your new system of new habits isn't more enjoyable than your previous habits, even if you've achieved the goal, you'll simply fall back into your old ways because you're going against your own brain when something isn't enjoyable to you. You'll just fall back into your old habits if it's not enjoyable. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Let me know any other books I should read and do reviews on, and I will see you in the next video.